Changing out the brakes on this 2017 F350, doing the rears right now with these NRS galvanized steel or galvanized stainless brake pads. Taking off the wheel now. Now that you got your wheel off, you're going to need a 5/8 socket to take off this nut and this nut. Then you're just going to pop it off and then just grab a tie down strap and just secure it right here, and then take off the brake pads. We're changing, like I said, with the NRS Galvanized, and show you once we got this off. Okay, now that you've got your caliper off, you're gonna push it up here to the side, get yourself a C-clamp, take your old brake pad, you're gonna set it in there, and then you're gonna squeeze these cylinders back in to where they look like this. That way you can get the new pads on if you're reusing your calipers. If not, then you're gonna have to disconnect your brake line right down there. I can't show it with two hands. But if you are reusing your caliper, then you do this and then set it off to the side. You might need a strap or something, or you can set it right here out of the way while you change out your clips on here and then put the new pads on. I'm gonna set this out of the way here, and then I'm gonna grab the new clips. Got that set out of the way. You're gonna pull these after you take the pad off, which you just slide them off. There you go, set them out of the way. You've got these little clips here, and they've got a side that sticks out and a side that goes flush narrow. The narrow side, it sits to where this clip right here by my thumb goes in towards the middle. So same thing on the bottom, it points up with that extra clip part, and the side that's thicker sticks out to the side, and the narrower side is the side that's closest to the rotor. That way it can hold these pads in here to slide around as needed. So we're gonna put these new clips in and then pop the pads in. Sometimes this can be kind of a pain in the butt to get this pad in here. You might need a screwdriver to push these in a little bit farther than what you can with your hand. Just push on that side, push on this side, and you might have to push this back. And while you're putting this pad on, sometimes they'll slide right in. You just do one side all the way in as far as you can and get it in there. Oh, and that one just popped right in. But sometimes you have to finagle with it to get it in a little bit. Pull the grease right here, and then we're gonna put the caliper on. Oh, and if your brakes came with these just get set right in here. We've got some little pop-in clips here. Might have to mess with them a little bit to get them to sit. And now we're gonna set this caliper back on here. Bear with me for a second here. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. Get your bolts, get the top one started here a little bit, and then toss this bottom one in here. Now, I've done 2 or 3 of these trucks now, and sometimes this part will stay in place and you might have to get a wrench other times. Sometimes as you spin it, it'll just stay. We're going to torque this bolt and the bottom one to 56 foot-pounds. That's what I saw for the online. You can double check that if you want to, but 56 foot-pounds is what we're doing for these two. I'm going to torque those down, and then I'm going to put the wheel back on, and then we're going to torque the wheel, all the lugs, to 160 foot-pounds. Torquing this down, we're using the snap-on. Here's the one that we're using, 15 to 300 foot-pounds digital. And so far, I am really liking this thing as I smack it, of course. Okay, we're going to, it's all digital. There we go. There's 56 foot-pounds. Super easy to use this thing. Super easy to change your settings. Just up and down or whatever it is that you're wanting here. But I just picked this thing up today. Definitely recommend it. This thing's pretty stinking sweet. Makes this job a whole lot easier. Now that we got all of these started on here, we're gonna torque this thing down to 60 foot-pounds. Sorry, 60 foot-pounds. Maybe. Okay, come on. There we are. I'll post up a picture of the pattern, but we're just gonna do the star pattern for this eight lug truck. But if you have something like these method wheels where you've got a cap, then just put the cap on right afterwards, and then you're good to go. And then just repeat the process on the other side. And we'll do a separate video for doing the fronts because we're waiting on the rotors to come in. So the fronts, we're also gonna be replacing the rotors and the calipers. And then